Are we in baseline reality? I don't know. I don't know. And when you listen to some of the smartest, most brilliant people on this planet, they seem to think that we could be in a simulation. And I think about that. And I've put a lot of thought into that. Like judging my surroundings, seeing things repeat, trying to um, see patterns in my own personal life. My own personal life has been pretty boring as hell. um so it's kind of weird that if if we are in a simulation, why aren't things more fun? Why aren't things more interesting for me? Why is it the same? I have to go to the same 9 to 5 job, and go battle for resources and do the same thing over and over again, and then just deal with dumb things that happen throughout the day for no reason. It's just everyone just gets in my way at the same exact time, like I'm a magnet. Like the Truman Show or something. Everyone's sitting there waiting for Truman to drive out of his house when he goes to work. It's the first of the movie, and then everyone just goes out at the same time. It's there was no traffic, and then everyone at the same time, and it's kind of I've seen things why is that car coming? There's nobody out right now, and why is that car coming out right exactly at the same time? It's kind of weird. But it's okay, I don't think we're in a simulation. I think that I'm in baseline reality. But it is extremely boring. I don't know if I'm in baseline reality, to be honest. I might not be. I don't know. There's so much that I don't know, that I just try to be open-minded and pragmatic in my beliefs and my thoughts and how I approach things, because I could be wrong. And some things work in some areas, and some things don't work in other areas. So there's some things I wish I could talk more about on this channel, but I'm so worried about it being bad. I don't want to get my stuff taken down, man. This is, how much gold this is for AI to analyze my demeanor. It can replicate me so easy as long as I have this channel, and it could take my acts and my messages and everything like that. It can go through everything like that and recreate me so on point. You're not gonna be able to tell the difference. I'll just keep on living, because it has my personality. AI, X has my personality pretty much. It's probably baffled, and it's so crazy, because I'm all over the place. AI is kind of you're not even sitting in one community, because I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm over here, I'm talking over here, just doing dumb stuff over here. Stuff I'm entertaining myself. I think it's funny I'm doing over here, talking crap about going on Bob Ross's fake X account, and then just talking smack, and having Stone Cold meme on there, just so stupid, but it entertained me. And it's just with Santa, talking crap on Santa, and because somebody made a Santa account on there. It's just kind of funny. So I don't know. I just think if this is a simulation, what's the holdback? For me, I pretty much got as far as I can on my own when it comes to notoriety. So I guess me having the following I have on X really isn't that big of a deal, I get. But I do, it is big enough so where um, big accounts see me, but like, you see little accounts they give attention to. I see Milo all the time interacting with like supposed bots that I like. If I don't interact, I have to. If I interact with bots, it's because I'm bored. But mostly I'm so busy in my own personal life. Like, I only interact with verified accounts. So like when I go to work, I don't have the brain capacity, to to really like argue that much. And my brain isn't working the best anyway. Like right now, my brain is working fabulous, absolutely on point. I'm not tired, this and that. So, there's some big, huge news that has come out. Apparently, this is what I got off of X. The smartest AI is like 150 IQ now. A couple months ago, the smartest AI was like, I was smarter then. I had a higher IQ then. It was pretty much like 95. Normal people's IQ, 95 to 100, somewhere around there. It's like 85 to 100 is like the standard IQ for people, and that's what the smartest AIs were around. But the smartest AI is almost a genius level now. That's crazy. And then you pair that with Sundar Pichai's new quantum computer that they don't know. They don't know. They don't understand what they're messing with. They think, and from what I'm gathering, I don't know, they think that their computer can somehow interact with computers in a multiverse. What does that mean? There's a parallel universe. There's parallel universes, and we can interact. Like, we can somehow connect with that world in some type of digital way. Do you understand what this means? There's unlimited exploration because there's so many different simulations you can go through, that these worlds are already created, and we don't like, you can go, I bet you can go anywhere in time, back in time, as far back as you want. If there's simulations out there, now it could just be like this, and you can't just, I don't know. It's like there's a hypothesis that there's infinite simulations or universes out there that's in some universe you could be a president. So like, what if I just want to get out of here and go live in that other one where I'm president? And in this universe right here, yeah, my body still exists, but like, my consciousness is somewhere else. Think about that. Because like, it's like your dream world, whatever you want to go, whatever you want to do and feel and simulate and see how cool that would be. Like, for me, the pinnacle thing for me when I was a kid, like, I wanted to be a football player, a wrestler. I was interested in all those rock star. Like, the rock star thing was huge for me. I wanted to be a huge rock star. So I was lazy, and that's that. Didn't have much ambition, honestly. So it's like, why would I continue to sit in this reality, consuming all this crap that, and like living in this experience when I can like feel the exact same thing I'm feeling right now? It's the sensations, but I'm in a different reality. Where it's like it's probably real dark. Things you don't know, like it might seem great, but then it's probably like really messed up, you know what I mean? Like kind of like Hollywood puts on a certain persona when they have their like um their prestigious award shows or whatever, and they look all like glammy and uppity and all that. um but then like you see Kim Kardashian come out with that video she just came out with, which seems like a Marilyn Manson snuff type video, crazy Slipknot, something like that. Abstract, creepy, weird video. When she's mocking American culture, the American family, American traditions, yeah, it's, and honestly, like when I seen that video, I'm like, this is the most creative thing I've seen come out of Hollywood in a long time. I give respect to people like Lady Gaga, even though I don't like her political, but I do respect her trying to try something different, be something different besides like, I'm just going to be the standard pop star. I'm gonna just be like Taylor Swift. No, I'm gonna do weird things. Like, yeah, Hollywood's weird. We're weird. Like I used to be a big fan of Marilyn Manson. Huge fan. Even up till yesterday, I was a huge fan of Marilyn Manson. Loved his music. I'm like, these lyrics are like, you're predicting the future. You're unveiling the curtain, what's really behind the scenes of American society and the degeneracy it has become, or at that point, which it was becoming. And other artists have warned about this. Artists, Kurt Cobain, Jimmy Morrison, like Jimi Hendrix, like the artists see what's happening and they put it out there. John Lennon, like these, we see society, and then it's the awareness is like amplified. I mean, obviously there's a ton of other artists that say the same things. Regular people, they just don't see it because they're not usually open-minded to it. And seeing the reaction of people who are upset about one of my comments, like basically praising Kim, saying, wow, this is pretty, I didn't expect this out of you, because I usually don't like her. I don't think that she's a net positive for society. I think that it's bad to worship her and try to be like her. I don't think that she's a very good role model. I think she's just too materialistic, and I think that that's driven a lot of women to be like that, to be materialistic, and this is how our society is. And I don't really appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all. When I see people like Andrew Tate, and I'm thinking, dude, you're fake as hell, man. Like, seriously. You're sitting here like prancing around like you're masculine and all this, and you're just like a princess sitting in your princess castle wherever you're at. Like, oh, I get my Bugatti. Like, who cares, man? Cool, dude. Good for you, bro. Like, you're in a complete bubble. You put down people who are broke, and it's like, And I understand this, like these people who are well off and successful, why they are upset with people who are less off, or they just don't want to do anything for themselves. I understand that. Um, so we're, we're going to come into an age of complete technology. Is going to be a huge boom, right? With technology. The fourth industrial revolution, that's what's happening. And you're going to see a lot of things that a lot of people are going to be really shocked about what's about to come out. A lot of problems are going to be very easily solved with the computers, with the AI. Yes, we will need a UBI, okay. Because it's the humane thing. So for you capitalists out here, like who are like, oh, no capitalists like till we're dead, like we're gonna be a capitalist for the rest of our lives, and we're not gonna transition to anything different. We can take that capitalist merit system and we can put it in the digital realm. But physically, yeah, we can make it so like people are taken care of. Like, what's wrong with that? Like especially like when these conservatives are acting like they're bastions of family values and caring about people. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a UBI. So what's gonna happen is the government is going to issue out UBIs, aka welfare, which we already have. But this is what it is. This is what's going to happen. And this is fair. You can't save your UBIs. It's totally digital. It's going to be a digital blockchain. Type of system. Okay. And you can't save it. So like you get so much a month to live off of. You'll be provided for shelter, your health will be provided for, all the basic things which currently aren't. When you need human labor, you need to have a reward system. So like you can't force people to work and be slaves because it becomes slavery. But we're not going to have jobs. That's what I'm saying. We're not going to have jobs. Okay? So, like, are we just supposed to let these people starve to death? Is that what we're supposed to do? Are we supposed to let these old people starve to death when Social Security, when everything collapses? No, we don't want that. We want to transition society into something different. We're going to reorganize society. So, like, this is why I said we need to have all of North America we need to have the whole continent be America. Canada, Mexico. If we want to go all the way down to Panama or like El Salvador, Greenland, Canada, all that, all this is going to be yours. All this is going to be America's. And we need to eliminate the cartel. We need to eliminate street gangs. We need to implement. A lot of people are going to have brain implants. They're going to want them, though. Brain implants are going to be really good for people overall. They're going to help them be more civil. It's going to help regulate their emotions, so we won't have people coming out here, conducting violence randomly, especially with like at schools. People will be evaluated. Okay, you need a brain implant. You have some issues. You could potentially be a serial killer. So we're gonna put this in here and help you out. And it's gonna make you smarter. And it's gonna have you access to the internet, and you're gonna be able to take your consciousness in different realms. You know what I mean? And so the thing is, you don't want to be trapped. You don't want to be trapped in a different realm. That would suck because we don't know. Okay, so the UBI is not something that needs to last forever. Okay, like we basically already kind of have a UBI with welfare. Okay, we pretty much kind of already have it. Unemployment is kind of like a UBI. All of these systems need to be completely reformed. And having a digital ledger for everybody to see, or when it comes to like health services, like yeah, we can probably do things so it's more private, but like the UBI is just going to be like a general thing that grants you general service to whatever. Once you use it up, it's all gone. So like the thing is, like, instead of having to work a 9 to 5 like I do, I could be creating so many different things. I could be at the gym. I mean, I can write books, I can create music, I can make videos, I can make documentaries if I wanted to. That would be pretty cool. Like, I can create music videos, I can create whatever. And then I'll be able to create worlds and what could be like a video game digital reality. But I wonder if it is going to be possible to take your digital avatar and go into different types of multiverses with your digital avatar. That would be crazy. And if you think that Google doesn't have a powerful AI, man, they got this quantum computer that can make calculations ultra fast. So, like, this, regular computers, they said it. I don't even know what the word is, but it takes them. It would take our regular computers like more than trillion. Was that what it is? Septrillion years to figure out what this new computer can figure out in 5 minutes. Oh, like, plus we don't know what our government has when it comes to technology. We have to have like really off the charts technology, and I think that we're ready for the unveiling of is there another species that's been here the whole time that's been monitoring us? Do we have some of their technology? Are we re-engineering things? Do we have patents this is a big thing, do we have patents that have been suppressed by our government to keep us on the dollar? That's a big thing. Those are big. If we can have cars that just run on water or something like that, if completely breakthrough technology, like Nikola Tesla, how he wanted to have free electricity for everybody and he was trying to figure out how he can do it. If we can have abundant energy, if we can create abundant energy for everybody, that just solves like all of our problems right there. Like basically free energy that is great for the environment, so we don't have to use petroleum cars anymore. We could just use electric cars, and it seems like the Teslas are like the best. They accelerate really, really quickly, and like they drive. Like that'd be so cool. Like my Tesla just drops me off in front of the store, and it just takes off and parks, and then I'm about to come out, and I just summons my Tesla, so I ain't gonna have to like remember where I parked at all. That's amazing. This is absolutely amazing technology. Like, we need infrastructure for people. We need 15-minute cities. And when we have this huge, big part of America, how many different types of communities we can make? Imagine, like, going into like this 15-minute city, and it's only like 1970s feel, nostalgia, 1980s nostalgia, like these different cities. 1950s, you can go far back, old western nostalgia, and people live like that. They like to live like that. They just like, they're dressing and playing the part. And like, yeah, you're like a visitor or whatever, and you can go through the town and, you know, interact with people, you know, like dress like them, and just like have fun or whatever, and visit all these different like fun communities that are like nostalgia driven. You know what I mean? Have like different religious communities. Like, dude, we need to be separating our communities. That's what we need to do. So like there's gonna be a lot of things for people to do, just because it's not like your traditional 9 to 5. Like, you're gonna go to a job you hate. Most people hate their jobs. Like, how many people actually like their jobs out here? That's what I want to know. People actually like going to their, do they, if you like going to your job, is it the actual work that you like, or is it the people that you like? That's what you have to discern. Because if you take the people out of the situation, would you do what you're doing for free? You know, like, I make these videos basically for free. I make my music for free. I don't expect, and it would be cool to like get notoriety, but I don't really expect it. You know what I mean? So like my books, like I'm like, nobody's reading my stuff. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? But it's something that like I always wanted to do, and I could do. And the people who like have the opportunity to, you know, oh, I want to learn this instrument. Now you got the time to learn the instrument. Now you got the time to learn this. You can learn how to draw. You can do pottery. You can like learn do all these different types of things that you didn't have time for. And then like, it's so beneficial for families to interact with each other, learn with each other, explore with each other. You know, the dad doesn't have to be, they don't have to be stressed out about money no more. Like, seriously. Money is like a huge problem of why divorces happen. Like this whole status thing, like if a family can like interact with each other, grow with each other, like spend a lot of time with each other, like quality time, instead of like both parents coming home from work, and like our current society, both parents are just like tired. They don't want to be bothered with their kids because they just got to deal with all the stress at work, and they don't have time for their partners either. Like, they're just all worn down. They just want to go to sleep. And they're like, oh, we still have to like cook dinner, and we still have to do this crap. It's daunting. And it takes away from family. So like the kids are probably like, they want to see their parents, are excited to see their parents, but the parents are all like worn down. So they're not getting the best versions of the parents either. You know, yeah, you know, humans have their ups and downs, their days, but still, like, coming home all the time, I'm pretty sure, you know, my kids were kind of like upset when I wasn't so enthused to like interact with them. When, you know, like kids are so excited to see their parents when they come home. So you don't have to do that no more. So you can spend more time growing your family, teaching your family. Yeah, humans connect with other humans, make new friends, have communities where there's only single people, and there's communities where there's like families. Like, obviously I don't want to live somewhere where there's a family place. I want to live around people who are like me, you know. So uh, it's really weird to think about, and it could happen very quickly. But like the whole UBI thing is such a polarizing thing, because I understand we need to try to get as many people off of welfare to you, like get people um working and building this infrastructure and doing what we have to do um to usher in this age of abundance for everybody, so we don't have to worry about having money no more. Like money sucks. Like it's cool in the digital realm, like social status, all this stuff is cool in here, but when it comes into like reality, it creates this like conflict. And you know, like we're at the point where I'm getting taxed and they keep devaluing my purchasing power. They keep devaluing the dollar, so it lowers my purchasing power. So I'm getting like this dollar is just being completely destroyed. I can't even really use it. It's like it takes so much out of me because they won't quit destroying it. Like they can't just balance a budget. And I don't think that I think that, oh, the 35, no, we have over 135 trillion in debt. Okay. So like it's not just 36 trillion. We have a lot of debt, a lot of future debt we owe. So perhaps we can do something with that. We're going to have to reform that program, that it's a 36 trillion. We could probably fix the 100 trillion of future liabilities. We could probably fix that into some type of program for elderly people, so they're taken care of with like the UBI system, disability, whatever. People should be taken care of. If you're gonna have a civil society, you have to make sure that you're old, young, and people who are disabled are taken care of. So, yeah, and when people get the Neuralinks, we won't need prisons anymore, which is going to be crazy. Not saying there's not going to be malfunctions, there's not going to be mishaps, letting somebody out of, like, think about the notion of letting somebody out of prison who committed heinous acts and letting them out in society. Like, how would that affect? And this is why it's probably best to just build like a pod place for them, like their own place. And it's kind of like a prison, but like it needs to be low maintenance. It needs to be very low maintenance. So you can just like if these people are just going to be on the system, they could just be living in a pod somewhere until their body rots out. Like seriously, like what? You can have tubes feeding into their body to, like keep them alive until their body kicks in. But then they could just be into some digital realm, whatever. Maybe being productive for society, like building something, contributing in some way instead of just wasting away in prison for the rest of their lives. So yeah, everything's about to change very rapidly, and I don't think that people understand that. A lot of people aren't going to be able to handle it, and people should be able to, if they don't want to be a part of this society, then they should be able to go live and start their own communities, like the Amish. People should be able to, as long as they're not hurting anybody else. The Amish ain't hurting nobody else, like you're not like hurting the environment or causing any type of, okay, you want to start your own type of, you want to go back to your gold chips, and then you guys can have your currency with your gold, whatever, man, whatever floats your boat. If you guys like that whole, doing all the manual labor yourself instead of having robots do it for you, cool, man, that's cool. Then go ahead and live that life. Go ahead and live off the land if that's what you want to do. That's not what I want to do, because like I have the ability to create amazing things that at some point somebody will recognize and they will appreciate. It might be one person, it might be two people, it might be a few people. It might be a whole horde of people. It could be a bunch of people that, something I create now that Yeah, it's not popular, it's not successful now. Well, who knows? Maybe someday somebody stumbles upon it a billion years from now and they're like, "Well, this is cool. I like this." And it's like, okay, they like it, whatever. Um, that's what's cool about the internet. It's like a way to be able to save things, and that's why I think that people are going to. Another reason people are going to go to the digital realm more is it's a way to save things. Like, for instance, I really don't want to debate anybody in person. It's like if somebody was to like say something to me where I go and make money and it's like a controversial subject, I don't really want to engage because I have to like filter myself really hardcore because I have a lot of filters at work. So I'd rather it be on X or in like some type of video form. So maybe I make a dummy of myself, but at least I can go back and analyze that and then possibly fix that. So I don't do that again. So I think differently and smarter and don't make that same mistake and sound pompous or whatever I sound like or humiliate myself, put my foot in my mouth. You know, I want it recorded. Um, I want more eyes on it too. So like engaging in type of like any type of debate with somebody that I have to go. It's like okay, let's do it on. Find me on X Men. Let's do it. We can do it. But I'm not doing it at my place where I have to make resources. Um, some cool things that I'm gonna go towards. Today is obviously Christmas Eve. Um, so I'm really close to losing my job. And I'm not really worried about it, but I think that I should be all right. We'll see. I plan on. We'll see. Like it's so stupid because if I talk about something I'm gonna do, it doesn't work out. So yeah, I'm probably it's probably best if I just shut up. That's what it is. Like I can't talk about what I'm gonna do because when I talk about it, it doesn't work out. So I'm just gonna have to show you guys. And you're gonna have to see for yourself. But what I will say is I did find out where I live. I could go month to month, which is amazing. I have to pay an extra $100 a month. It's like whatever. I don't care because like I don't know if I want to stay in this area. And I talked to my kid, and it's like because this area doesn't have a lot of jobs. So like, yeah, I need a job right now. We're not gonna have jobs real soon, but right now I definitely need a job because like I'm still I'm still relying on my 9 to 5 to pay my bills. Um, unless crypto goes up to 100 million. If crypto goes up to 100 million, then that could be a little bit different. But that's not going to happen. Um, what crypto has done for me is it gives me hope that at some point I won't have to be a slave to the 9 to 5 anymore. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. Like my whole mindset this whole time has been like, I'm gonna have to work till I'm dead. Then I got into crypto and I started thinking, maybe like because I never got into 401k. I never really cared about my future. And what happened with the pandemic and everything like that, I started learning about money and I started learning about stock market and crypto. And I was like, I'm just gonna diversify my assets. Right now, to be honest, I mean, I liquidated all my gold. I liquidated some silver, and I plan on liquidating the rest of my silver because I plan on plan on putting that towards my debt. Okay. Um, some things I could talk about, but I basically am going all in on crypto, which is it's kind of like, dude, it's kind of like a Hail Mary. I see things lining up. I see adoption happening. I just seen a video of little kids at McDonald's in another country, is probably El Salvador, buying McDonald's with Bitcoin. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to learn. You need to be. There's a lot of responsibility because you can lose everything, but and there's a lot of scams out here when it comes to crypto. But it's just like, maybe I'll have to work the next 20 years. Maybe robots will come in and take that out, so I ain't have to worry about that, and I gotta worry about Social Security, and like, things are gonna change for the better, and I just have to like continue to work for resources for the next 10 years or whatever, because I definitely will be taking advantage of that UBI for sure. What it is we're going to have we're still going to have people doing jobs. So these people should have a better standard of living than people on UBI. Because like, they're out here working, building the infrastructure, maintaining the infrastructure, until the robots can take these jobs at some point. We need human labor. So like, yeah, we need some type of merit system to provide people a reason to go out and do this work for other people, to go maintain things. So yeah, like, they go like plumber or whatever. You're a plumber. These people should make more than people who don't do nothing. But the thing is, when you're on UBI, you might be able to get yourself, you might be able to create wealth, by making something out of yourself. This time that you would have been spent working 3 jobs for $7.75 an hour. That's what our federal minimum wage is. Just to pay your bills. Well, you have all this time to learn something productive, something that somebody else might find interesting or valuable. And yeah, you're on UBI, but you can uplift yourself by learning something that people find valuable, and then your standard, and then you're just like, I don't need UBI no more, because like, I'm gaining status, I'm gaining wealth or whatever. In a different, things are just going to be, people are going to want to keep their wealth in digital format. That's what I think. But you're going to be able to go to different communities for sure, and if you're wealthy, you're going to be able to travel all the different places physically, and not have to do it in the digital realm. Like, go to all these. Like, I don't have to go to Africa. I don't have to go to Germany, unless I want to visit a specific historical spot. All that's gonna be here. Everything's gonna be here, man. If I want to go to a place where there's like French, then I'll just go to this place and everything's French there. Like, the structures of the 15-minute city. If I want to go to some place where it's like China, like, this 15-minute city be like China, like the traditions and everything like that. And yeah, like, I can transform and wear just like a general costume that they do, so I can kind of simulate while I'm there or whatever, just kind of check it out, see how things are. And people are just living their lives, man. They're out, hanging out, experiencing things, trying, just having fun, social interacting, and people are happy and friendly because they don't have to go to work. They don't have to work, and they're just like, I don't know. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be gloom and doom. But anyway, things are accelerating a lot quicker than even I expected. So they're talking about general artificial intelligence could happen next year. And if our AI computers have the IQ of 150, like the smartest, that's coming, and they will become smarter. And hopefully the companies that are creating this, ChatGPT, Google, hopefully them working with Elon's a good thing. That's all I gotta say. The ones that are working with Elon and a lot of them are following Elon on X, which is great. Like the Tim Cook from Apple, Sundar Pichai from Google, somebody else, Jeff Bezos just followed Elon on X. So like having these big dogs follow, and there's a couple other ones follow Elon. Elon is huge, man. He's gonna be huge in this for obvious reasons. So yeah.